So, alright, guys, I was here in the splits, sitting here, famous splits, and this is not the splits, but this is a good position you can use to open up you know, like, make sure your heel touches. Uh, you'll see I'm bending a little here because I have an issue with my right knee. Uh, I can't. No, okay, there we go. I mean, I have to, sort of because I don't have any cartilage left in this, and my left foot just fucking like a whole huge, golf ball will, like lump, will literally form on my left foot if I don't do, or if I don't walk the right way, because my left side of my body is longer than the others. It's also apparently stronger, and I'm truly a dichotomy, man. Truly a dichotomy. My body is, I mean, physically, I've got the worst genetics ever, man. Yet, I'm in the best shape ever at an age where, most people would give up like 20 years before. I don't even look I look perennially like a 13-year-old, 28-year-old. I mean, sexy, handsome, brown-skinned, chocolate-skinned, 9.2-inch dick. Anyway, this isn't, I don't mean to brag, but I have to. I mean, it's factual. But anyway, so, alright, now, you guys have read a lot about me bragging about, they call me an emperor, they call me, master, king, whatever, without me ever asking, and, especially when girls do it, it brutally triggers people. For some reason, when guys do it, it doesn't. I don't know. This, by the way, is a fantastic, fabulous exercise. The grindstone. See how it taxes the abdominals? Anyway, you can go further. You can, I'm just starting my splits routine. So, but it's because you gotta be a leader first, and a true leader. Like, as a true leader, you must be willing. This is not like guys, Vince McMahon, Donald Trump. These guys are willing to not just issue commands, but they'll get in the battle themselves with the foot soldiers if they have to. You've seen Trump doing Mickey D's and all this, and you could argue it was marketing. Maybe it was, but he was doing it. Vince McMahon, all the other wrestlers say, Vince would never tell us to do anything that he wouldn't first do himself. Same thing with me, fitness-wise, life-wise, the other business. I mean, I test things on my own body. I test things in my own life. And for years and years, then I tell you to do it, And people can see that. If they couldn't see it, they could feel it. It's a feeling kind of thing. You get it. And, I mean, there's nothing wrong inherently with being a follower or a loser, which is what I called him. If you're not I'm not saying this in a negative manner, but if you're not leading, then you're following. If you're not the boss, then you're the slave. It's that simple. And I need slaves. I need slaves to clean my house and all that. But the thing is, I mean, it's something I could easily do myself, and I could probably do a better job than most of the other. And they know it, and so they do an even better job. So you could argue, why not do it all yourself? Well, it's simple. There's better and more productive uses of my time. Other than that, what differentiates a leader from a follower? Well, you have to be willing to take risks. Most people don't take risks. Most people will never do anything new. One of the reasons this other business, that deals with sexuality and all these other things is so successful is because it's new. There's nothing like it out there, and it's a very risky thing to do because you're talking about what people really feel deep down inside. We all have hidden desires, hidden things we want to do. We don't talk about them. And sexuality is a basic human thing. I mean, it's there in everybody, whether they admit it or not. The whole, and you have to be willing to take risks. And most importantly, and not most importantly, but more importantly, you have to tread a path that most people won't. Okay? Uh, this is why. I mean, I could sit around and, do grunt work and all that. And don't get me wrong, that's important. It needs to be done. But do something new, something challenging, something exciting, something interesting. Most people are so boring that it's like, you might as well be talking to a fucking machine. Like, then, and you have to be willing, when needed, to get in the trenches. Like a general will lead his soldiers into battle, right? He's not gonna. I mean, you have all these armchair experts do this, do that, but when it really comes to and women are a perfect example of this. They'll give you all this bullshit advice in the world, but when it comes time to fix that car tire, they're not gonna do it. They'll tell you should have done this, you should have, blah, 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 but they're not going to change that tire themselves. It's that simple. And, I mean, that's basically, and, all the other leadership traits. You have to be a good communicator. You have to resonate with people. You have to strike a chord. You have to be willing to be brave. You have to be willing to be attacked daily. You must be willing to prepare willing to be you must be willing to accept a very hard life, tough life, not necessarily financially, but really the more financially, my sexy six-pack, I guess you can see it anyway, the more I can't help but brag a little. I mean, I'm actually a very humble person, and you guys know that, but you gotta be brave. You gotta have all those traits. But I guess that's why I made this video. It's not because I force someone to call me all that. It's not because I force people into anything. It's just natural traits that I built upon, and people notice. And but that's what really builds a true leader, and plus you gotta lead by example. I think we covered that. You can't just be a fat fuck and say, fitness, I have a different body type, and, then do cope exercises. Like there's this guy that literally ties a cow leash around, like some sort of a dog leash around his neck and moves like a cow, apparently. And he does weird kind of hump the floor, hump the grass movements, and he says that fitness. But you take a look at the guy, he's fat. He's a fat fuck. That's right. So that's it. Yeah, I wanted to sort of put these thoughts out there. I'm so relaxed. See y'all later.